Okay, so this will be a guide on how to exactly use virtual audio cable to send your mic and your game sound all into one straight into your audio port without using your mic port. So, first thing you want to do is open up 4 virtual audio cable things. The second thing you want to do is go over here, go to playback. So, this thing right here is my speakers. This right here is my optic audio cable on my computer. So you're going to need 2 of these. So just plug earphones into one slot on an audio port, and then plug another one that you're actually going to be listening to into that one. So there's 2 audio ports on a computer. I actually have 3. So that's a whole different story. I could do 3 audios. So, but you can do music and everything with this as well too. So, like I said, you need virtual audio cable. So virtual. So you want to look up audio repeater MME, and you want to run it as administrator. Of course, you're gonna have to download the program and install it. Oh, that's not it. Where is it? Is it this one? Let me go to the actual folder. Okay, so once you're in this folder, should be programs, whatever. You want to go to this one and run it as administrator. Of course, I've already done so, but you only have 1 here. You want to set this to 5. You want to set this to 44 100, 48 1000, 48 1000, like whatever. You want to make sure this is online. And again, for all of these, all online, make sure all of these are the same settings, and just keep creating new ones. And you want to make 5 of them. And you also want to make sure 5 is checked here. So once that's done, you close that, you go over here, and you will have 3, 4, 5, whatever. And you can see that I'm talking here. Of course, this is what I use. I don't use a mix amp because I can get the full sound quality out of Adobe Audition. And I have a Blue Yeti Icicle with a AT2035 microphone running XLR cable. And I don't really lose any quality, so it's pretty good. So what we're doing here is I kind of had a picture diagram showing up. So you want to plug an earbud in that you're not going to be listening to, which will be these speakers, and you want to set it as the default device. And now your second device is the one that you're going to be listening to things. So you'll have those on your ears, like I have right now. I can hear myself talking in right now, but you can change that so that you can only hear the audio. So there you go. Anyway, and I'll show you how to do that after. So what we're doing here is, once that's there, make sure your stereo mix is on. And also, I kind of said that you need to hit listen to device. Do not do that, because then it will make loud screeching noises. I have done it before in the past with it checkmarked, but it doesn't work good that way. So sometimes if you don't have a good enough computer, the lines will crackle. So what you need to do is you need to disable it for 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and then re-enable it. Open up all your virtual audio cable things again and reset it back up again. But it usually only does it when you're not really expecting it to do it or whatever. But right now it's good. So that's good. So you want to make sure your microphone is the default device, and we've already done that. And once you have all that, you don't need to change anything. The only thing you really need to change is in here. So make sure they're all on 2-channel, 16-bit, 44, 100. Make sure all the ones that you're using are going to be on that. So make sure every single thing matches, because if it doesn't, your stuff will screw up. This one, it doesn't really matter what that one is, because you won't really be using it. It shows nothing's highlighting, but audio is still going through it. And audio goes through this, it comes out over here. So when I play a game, it's going to come through that into stereo mix. Okay, so now we don't need that anymore. So what happens here is your mic from your mix amp or whatever you want, like Adobe Audition or whatever, it goes through here to line 5. And then line 5 to my other thing. So you could have the second audio port to listen right here. And then, okay, so once that's done, you can hear yourself talk. Or you can switch it so that you're listening to line 4 only. So what happens here is the stereo mixes your game audio, your music, people on Skype, stuff like that. So basically what happens here, your game audio goes from stereo mix to line 4, to line 4, to line 5. So it goes 4, 4, 5, and then over in OBS, right here, it pushes it all into this. So what happens next is you want to right-click on your speakers, and you want to open Volume Mixer. And you'll get a screen like this. You got to right-click on it and open Volume Mixer. So you'll see all this stuff here. So you want to click right here. And since we're using line 5 for our mic, we can turn down our mic if we wanted to. Like I can make myself sound a lot quieter or a lot louder. Right now I have it really tuned so that it's not as, so it's like at the best peak. So on line 4, we just lower the audio repeater, I believe. Wait, let's see. Hello? Yep. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it has to be this one. Because this one here is the microphone, and this one here is the line. And again over here. So we lower this, or we can just lower Skype. So people from Skype will be lower to the stream, and anything else there. So on all the other programs, you want to have everything going through line 4. So when you lower everything here, it lowers it for them. And then if you want to mute them, you just click the button. So you have it off on your second screen. And these can all be dropped down. And you'll see them right in the bottom taskbar, or you can have them all running on your opposite screen. So now, right now, if I didn't want to hear myself talk, I just go here and switch it to line 4. So then I can hear everyone else talk. And if you don't want the stream to hear everyone else talk, or you don't want the stream to hear them talking, or you want to mute the game sound, you want to change the game sound, you want to up it, make it louder, you just go boom, you just up it. So that's how you would do it accordingly. And of course you can make your microphone louder, but not as loud. But since you have a mix amp, or if you do have a mix amp, it will be easier to do it with a mix amp because you can send all your audio from your mix amp into this, into a line 5 or a line 1 or whatever one you want to use with virtual audio cable. Now, I think it's a free program. I'm not sure. I don't think it may, after you buy it, it's free, but I don't think you have to buy it because you can use the free version of it. I think there's a free version of it. Not sure. I have no idea. I have it on my computer since like Windows 7, so I've been using it forever. It's very complicated, this, but it's actually very easy to set up. And once you have it set up, everything works. There's no problems whatsoever with it. So I'm gonna run a game here. I'm gonna run a game just to show that I can talk and the audio is coming through it. And of course, we're gonna make. Oh, I'll put the game up screen up afterwards. We're gonna run a game. Mind you, I'm recording at 6,000 kilobits a second, so the quality is gonna be damn good, just for this video. So this would be a tutorial on how to stream, I guess, how to stream with OBS using just the audio port. Now I don't know how you're gonna sync it with your webcam, but there are ways to tweak the webcam delay so that it matches the game sound. It matches everything else. Everything has like a 50 ms delay, so you're gonna have to somehow 50 ms it to the game. You might not have to, but I'll see if there's any delay when I do this, because there shouldn't be, because it's only 50 seconds or something. It's only like it's like half a millisecond, so it's not even a problem. It's like 100 seconds or 125 seconds or something around that range, and I can easily sync it up with my webcam if I tried, or if I did like a test stream. It's very easy to do, of course. And I got sidetracked here. So yeah, I wanted to open up a game. So I'm gonna open up Dragon Ball X Xenoverse 2, because that would be the easiest game to open up right now, because it's windowed mode. And I'm gonna have to use my mouse, I guess. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the game sound is coming through, and we're gonna see if I can get this screen here. Let's see, can I lower it? Yeah, I can put it there.
We're always on the lookout for powerful warriors.
So now you should be able to hear me talking with the game sound in the background. And when I go off, it's gonna mute it. But let's do something here first. A second. Let's put this over here so that you guys can still see. No, how do I do this? So over here, if you refresh the line 4, it should pop up. So we're gonna close it and reopen it, because if you have to refresh.
Are required to obtain a flying license.
Oh, shoot. Stuff keeps popping up now. Yeah. Line 4. Oh, why is it not there? What? It should be there. Where is it? What is it under? Oh, okay, it's under. Okay. So your game audio will be under this one. So we're gonna lower this a bit. I would suggest probably lowering it to about 25. So your game audio will be under your speakers. That's where your game audio comes through. That was my bad. I did not know that that's where it came through. So we'll put it around 30. I think it's gonna be best at 30. Okay, so we'll go back to line 4 just in case, because I don't know why my Skype's there, but usually most programs that you're going to put this through on line 4 will show up here. So you're going to want to keep that open. Your game sound will be a set amount. And if you look on the left hand side there, up on the video, you'll see that I'm talking through the audio channel while it's giving me the game sound perfectly, I think. And I can hear the game sound because I've put it on line 4 to 5. So, and I can also hear the game sound because it's going forward to my other earphones that I have plugged in. So I'm running an earphone that I'm not listening to right now, and I'm running another earphones that I am listening to on a separate port. And like I said, I have an optical audio cable that runs to some device that I have, and then that optical audio cable runs to another device that I have. It's called EarForce DDS something, and then I run my cable to that, so then I can turn that down and have my game sound really loud. But then I can turn down the little knob on that. It's kind of like a mix amp, but it's not. It's like an Astro. It almost sounds like an Astro mix amp, but it's not. It's a DDS EarForce something. And what happens is my optical audio hub thing that I got, it came with the Black Ops 2 Tangos, that also has a PC port thing where you use RGB plugs. RGB? Is it called RGB or... Anyway, it's a red and a yellow plug. They plug in, two of them plug in, and then you run it to a stereo female plug to stereo input male plug to stereo input male plug to your audio jack on your computer, and then that is all your audio right there. And then you plug another one into your computer, like I'm saying, I'm using the optical audio cable to my D-Force, whatever frig it is. This is the most complicated guide that I think I've ever done on my channel, but it works. It freaking works. Now I'm not gonna say that it's going to be hard to set up yourself. So that's why I'm showing you this video. Like I said, OBS Studio is good. I like it, and I'm probably not going to use this method but apparently he needs to use this method, so that's why I made this guide. So Elohim apparently downloaded a Windows 10 update. I actually you know what? If Elohim's actually watching this, I'm going to show you how to disable the updates for Windows 10. So you never get that problem ever again. If it ever happens where you download a new build or whatever, you'll never get this problem again. So you run over to the services. So you have to open up Task Manager. Run over to your services. Right click any of them. Hit Open Service. I already showed a screenshot of this, but he probably doesn't know how to do this. So if you're actually watching this, which you probably are, because I've linked how many dozens of pictures of how to set up things, and I'm pretty good with all that information and whatnot. And I actually built my streaming computer, unlike most people where they buy a pre-built computer. I built my streaming computer, and you can see that on the game I was just getting 60 frames. I'm only running a 750 Ti, and I'm running Adobe Edition. I'm running all this other crap in the background that would use up a lot of CPU usage, but you see that I'm not using a lot, and this game probably doesn't run a lot. So it's not that heavy end of a game, but my card can live stream and play the games. Probably not max settings, maybe low, medium. Some games ultra, but I don't know. You're pushing it. CS:GO can run perfectly fine on all high settings. There's no problem with that game. It's just the other games that I get into that are a little bit harder to run on certain things. I actually like OBS Studio because it gives you line 1, track 2, track 1. You know, you go line 1, you go track 2, track 3, track 4, and then you load it up in Sony Vegas. And then when you load it up in Sony Vegas, the video, it gives you track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, track 5. And what happens is when you want to stream to people, it puts all you make sure that all your tracks, like your music, your game sound, your mic, is all in line 1. And then if you just want, your sound, your mic by itself with no other audio, you put it on line 2. And you go right beside it, line 2, and then you drop down. Next one, you go line 3. The next one, you drop down, line 4, so that those tracks are individual by themselves, but they're still all being sent to the stream on line 1. And you got to make sure you go inside the thing and select every single track to be played inside the settings. And then you want to go to the other one where it says the one little dot. You want to put it on 1 because then that sends it out to the stream, and that's also what every video will start up as. Every video will start up as line 1. You can use free make video software to take. Okay, so Sony Vegas edits all the audio, and then you can render it all out. You can do whatever you want. You can actually even fix the webcam delay better there than you can on any other program, and it's a lot easier because the game sounds in sync already. It's just the webcam audio that's delayed. But since everything's on a separate track, and all you have to do is remove the first track off the video, you hit U to unlink it. You just completely delete it, and then you hit U to unlink your mic audio, and then move it slightly a bit so that you get your mouth, lips, and everything synced up, and everything works fine. That's how I've been doing my videos, and it takes less than 25 minutes to render a 6 gigabyte freaking video that's like 3 hours, 4 hours long, and I just put it right up on YouTube in like an hour, and I have 120 download and 10 uploads, so I have fast internet, but that it doesn't really matter. If you have fast internet, if you have like 5 megabyte upload, you'll probably still be able to upload as fast as I can. So anyway, back to the Windows 10 thing. So what we're doing here is we're opening the services. Now, where did it open? Oh, it opened on my other desktop. Yeah, I also have 3 screens. If you want to look down just in the description below, you can see my whole computer build. I've got the whole thing linked. It's a crazy computer build, but it does work. I'm actually overclocked to 4.9 megahertz. Yep. 4.9 megahertz. 5 does not work, but 4.9 does. And it comes out of the box 4.7. But I was recently just using 4.1, was it? 4.0? Something like that. Anyway, now I'm using 4.9, and everything works perfectly fine. And there's a couple settings you got to tweak in the motherboard, and this is the only motherboard that I know that will actually overclock perfectly with this CPU. So if you go for a lower end motherboard, you're probably going to have a really bad time with overclocking. So this is the best motherboard to overclock with, and everything's down in the description. The whole computer build, even my keyboard, my mouse, the webcam that I use, the freaking boom arm that I use, everything's there. And it cost roughly $5,000. I'm gonna say the whole build, yeah, roughly $5,000. I think even my router is like $250. And that gives me 60 megabytes download in the 2.5 gigahertz mode. No, the 5 gigahertz mode gives me 60 megs instead of 25 or 30. It gives me 60. And I can run my Xbox, which is halfway across the room that way, at 60 megabytes download a second instead of like what it normally would have done if it didn't have the 5 gigahertz option. Which is awesome, because now I don't need a cable for it. And I use a cable for my computer because my computer's closer, which I since want to move it farther away so that I get better audio sounding, but I don't need it. But I need to get like 3 3.0 USB extenders that are like 15 feet to move it across the room so that it's nowhere near my setup here. Because I have a really small table setup over here, but it works. So anyway, back to what I was doing. So if you can see this right here, so we need to scroll down. It's called Windows Update. Sometimes it doesn't show up because it's a very bad program, and you might not be able to see this. Okay, so you'll have it right here. I hope you can see that. Anyway, you want to right-click it, hit Properties, and then this will pop up. You want to hit Disable, and then you want to hit Stop, and then you want to hit Apply, and then you want to hit OK, and then that's it. No more Windows updates ever again. Okay. And once you do that, of course, I hope you've seen that, because if you didn't, well then, I don't know why I just showed you. You want to go to Control Panel. Of course, you will not see Control Panel on your Windows 10. So if you have the thing that switches the thing, you'll see this probably on yours. And I have the thing that switches it, but I don't know exactly where it is on that one, so I'm not going to show you on that one because it's a lot easier to do it this way. So you want to go to your Control Panel. You want to go over to Program and Features. Programs and Features. Now, like I said, I'm pretty good at doing stuff like this. I'm pretty good at like knowing how to do certain stuff and how to remove certain programs. Stuff like that. Easy stuff like, well, I guess it's easy for me, but not really for certain people that aren't really good with the computers. So this is where all your updates will install. Now, some of these won't uninstall, but there are some that like royally fuck up your computer. Now, I know swearing is not allowed on YouTube apparently, but royally screw up your computer. So, what you do is you uninstall this shit. Most of the stuff that you see here, it's when my computer was working good. So the 910 stuff, I can't uninstall it because it's stuck there. But I would like to remove this crap because it does not help your computer, but I can't because it's stuck there. But I have removed some of it that is there. So whatever you see here, this is what you want to keep because this is what makes your Windows 10 good. This is all these files here are what like, I don't know, it's not decently good anymore. But some of these that if I were to remove them, it would probably make my computer a lot better. They do say keep your Windows 10 updated so you don't get viruses, but I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I use a virus soft firewall called Komodo Dragon, and it's on 24/7, and I don't have to worry about anything because if someone tries to do something, it pops up and just go, and then it goes, oh, block, because I didn't allow that. True. Anyway, so that's that. You just uninstall this crap, and then it will prompt you to restart your computer, and then you restart your computer, and you may be able to use OBS with your mic again, depending. I don't know. Some of this stuff at the top, you don't want to uninstall these. These three things, don't uninstall those. Just all this crap right here, and whatever you see here, just keep it on there because you probably won't be able to remove it. But anything that's recently installed from your date here, your date in the bottom corner, you want to uninstall that because that's probably what did it. Anyway, so again, back to the game sound. So right now you can hear the game sound, you can hear me talking, and you can also see it lighting up over here when I'm moving, and it's all in one. So you're pretty good. Let's drop that down. Of course you can't see my game screen, but you can see that there is audio coming through. But it's not as loud. You can, like I said, you just go over here, this program here, and then you go over to your speakers, and then you go to here, and then you up this, so that then you can hear the audio. And again, the audio comes through. can see it right there. You can see my mic is coming through at like a decent half amount, and then my game audio is not coming through that loud, so we can change that later. But that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoy this guide. I know I do. I know I enjoy making it, I guess. And that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, what else? Facebook. I think I have a Facebook page. I don't know what it's called. Everything will be in the link in the description. My Facebook page probably won't be there because I have a real Facebook page, and then I also have a different one. Yeah. I'll be back with another video very soon.